Hello, beloved child of God. I'm glad you're here this morning. Sit with me for a moment, right where you are, and let the quiet of this new day settle around you. The world is only beginning to wake. The light is soft, the air feels gentle, and everything is still for a little while before the noise comes in. And in the middle of this early calm, you found your way to this prayer. You didn't arrive here by chance. Something in you was reaching for a place to breathe, a place where your heart could feel steady again. Maybe you woke up with pressure on your chest. Maybe yesterday's worries slipped into today. Maybe you're carrying things no one else sees. Decisions, fears, private battles. The thoughts that showed up before your eyes even opened. Whatever the weight is, you're not the only one who feels it. God sees it, and He gently led you here so you wouldn't have to hold everything alone. So let this be that moment for you. The moment you breathe again, slowly, without rushing or pretending you're fine. The moment your shoulders release just a little. The moment last night's heaviness loosens its grip. The moment you remember that God is already near, already listening, already ready to walk with you into this new day. Before we continue, take a second to lift this prayer so others who need comfort this morning can find it too. Now take a breath with me, a real one. Let your mind settle. Let your thoughts grow quiet. You don't have to fix anything right now. You don't have to solve anything. Just be here. Let your heart open in its own gentle way. God meets us in moments like this, not loud or dramatic, but simple, soft, and honest. He meets us when we pause long enough to notice Him. And right now, He is here with you. Sometimes we think prayer is about trying harder or pushing through, hoping God will fix everything in the exact way we want. But real prayer, the kind that reaches the deeper places in us, moves quieter than that. It begins when we loosen our grip, when we stop carrying the pressure alone and let God hold what has been draining our strength. Surrender isn't failure, and it's not giving up. It's choosing peace instead of tension, choosing God's steady presence over the thoughts that keep circling in our minds. It's the moment we stop treating every worry like it depends on us and let the one who never grows weary lift the weight from our hands. You and I know how heavy life feels when we keep everything tucked inside. When we try to handle it all, our hearts slip into survival mode, tight, restless, bracing for whatever might come next. But when we release what was never meant to be ours alone, something shifts, something settles. God steps into the places that feel stormy, and His calm begins to quiet what has been loud within us. He invites us to bring every burden to Him because His strength doesn't run thin. His peace stays steady. His presence doesn't shake under pressure. And when we trust Him with what unnerves us, clarity returns. Our steps find balance, and the noise inside finally begins to ease. Think about the morning light for a moment. How darkness doesn't argue with it or push back against it. It simply fades. That's what happens when we let God draw near. His mercy moves in gently, and the shadows within us lose their grip. In a moment, we'll step into prayer. But before we do, let your heart sit with this truth. God can only fill what we're willing to release. He won't force anything out of your hands. He waits for you to open them. He waits for trust. He waits for the breath that signals you're ready to let Him carry what has been too heavy for too long. So take a slow breath. Let your shoulders loosen. And when you're ready, Open your hands, even if only in your heart, and let this be the moment you stop carrying everything on your own. Let this be the moment surrender becomes the doorway to peace. Heavenly Father, I come to you with the things I've been trying to carry on my own, the weight I woke up with, the thoughts that pressed in before the day even began, the stress sitting in my chest, the fears I tuck away, the quiet pain no one sees but you. I bring all of it into this moment, not to hold it longer, but to let it finally rest in your hands. I've tried to be strong. I've tried to push through. I've tried to act like I'm fine. But you know the truth, Lord. You see where I feel stretched and worn. You see the worries that linger in the back of my mind. You see the heaviness I keep trying to manage, and you're not asking me to shoulder it anymore. So I breathe, slowly and gently, letting my heart settle while I whisper the prayer my soul has needed. Inhale your peace. Exhale my burdens. Again, Lord, inhale your peace. Exhale my burdens. I release the urge to control every outcome. I release the fear of what might unfold. I release the moments that replay in my thoughts. I release the grip I've had on things too heavy for me. Your strength holds steadier than mine. Your hands are surer than mine. Your love carries what my heart cannot. Take what overwhelms me, Father. Lift what has been pressing on me for far too long. Quiet what has been restless within. I lay down my stress. I surrender my fear. I place my anxiety into your care. I trust that you are here, working in ways I cannot see, guiding me through what I do not fully understand, steadying me when I feel unsteady. And when I breathe again, I feel your presence settling over me. I feel the tightness beginning to loosen. I feel the peace only you can give, rising gently within my chest. I am not carrying this alone anymore. Lord, I'm asking for the kind of peace that only comes from you. The peace that doesn't wait for everything to line up perfectly. The peace that reaches deeper than my thoughts. The peace that settles over a tired mind like a gentle covering. Let your calm ease over me in the places where I feel stretched and unsettled. You know the thoughts that run too quickly. You know the worries that rise without warning. You know the inner tension that builds even when the world around me looks still. I don't want to bring that tension into the rest of my day, Lord. I want to breathe in your quiet strength. I want to rest in the safety of your presence. Your peace doesn't depend on easy circumstances. It comes from knowing you are here with me in the middle of everything. Be my anchor when my thoughts drift. Be the steady ground beneath me when emotions shift. Let your presence calm what I cannot calm on my own. Quiet the intrusive thoughts, Lord. Settle the fears that try to surface. Push back the voices that steal my focus and confidence. Let your peace guard my mind, standing watch over every thought, keeping whatever isn't from you away from me. Wrap me in a stillness that feels safe, warm, and steady. Give me a peace that doesn't break when life shakes. A peace that slows my breathing. A peace that creates room in my heart again. A peace that allows me to step into this day without the pull of worry. Let your calm settle over every part of me, softening what feels tight, quieting what feels loud, steadying what feels uncertain. Lord, I welcome your peace. I breathe it in. I let it fill the spaces where anxiety has lived for too long. And I trust that with you surrounding me, my mind begins to rest, my thoughts begin to settle, and my heart begins to feel safe again. Father, You know the places in me that feel worn. You know the parts that wake up weary even after a full night's sleep. You see the load I'm trying to manage, the responsibilities that stretch beyond my capacity, the moments where I'm giving everything I have, yet still feel unsteady. I'm not here to pretend I'm strong. I'm here to be honest before you, because you meet me in truth, not performance. There are corners of my life where my strength runs thin, decisions that need clarity, pressures that pull from different directions, expectations I place on myself that quietly drain my spirit. Father, I set all of that before you, not to escape it, but to ask for your strength to rise where mine begins to fade. Lift me where I feel weak. Steady me where I feel unsure. Restore the confidence that has slipped through my hands. Give me endurance for the things I cannot step away from. Give me wisdom for the choices in front of me. Give me patience for the moments that test my heart. I'm not asking for an easier day. I'm asking for a stronger spirit within it. Your strength starts where mine reaches its end. Your power holds me when my effort is spent. Your grace carries me in ways I never could on my own. Teach me to lean into that. Teach me to stop depending on my own ability to push through. Remind me that you never asked me to be flawless. You invite surrender, so your strength can move through the places where I feel fragile. So, Father, strengthen my mind with clarity. Strengthen my body with endurance. Strengthen my heart with courage. Let your strength rise quietly and steadily from within, until I feel anchored again, not in my own effort, but in you. I trust that you are lifting me even now. I trust that you are filling every empty place. I trust that your strength is becoming my strength. One breath, one moment, one step at a time. Lord, I need your clarity today. You know how easily my thoughts drift, how quickly questions rise, how fast my mind fills with things that steal my focus. You see the moments when everything feels scattered, when simple decisions feel heavier than they should, when I'm trying to move forward but can't fully see the way. I don't want to walk through this day unsure. I want to walk steady, focused, guided by you. Clear my mind, Lord. Lift the fog that settles over my thoughts. Ease the mental pressure that keeps pulling my attention away from you. Push back the weight that makes me second-guess myself. Let your presence move over me like calm air after a storm, clearing what feels cluttered, softening what feels tight, creating space for your peace to lead me. Guide my choices. Guide my words. Guide my reactions to whatever comes toward me today. Help me move with intention instead of hurry. Help me separate what matters from what distracts. Help me recognize when to speak, when to listen, when to move, and when to wait. Let every step carry the wisdom that comes from you, not the worry that tries to rush me. Remove confusion, Lord. Remove the double-minded thoughts that pull me in too many directions. Remove distractions that try to take my focus before the day even begins. Let doubt lose its grip. Let fear lose its voice. Let clarity rise slowly and gently, like morning light spreading across a quiet room. And throughout this day, let me sense your guidance, not loud or forceful, but steady, quiet, unmistakable. A nudge here, a pause there, a reminder that I am not walking alone. Lord, let my thoughts be clear, my steps be sure, and my heart stay aligned with you. Let your clarity lead me into peace, and let your peace shape every moment of this day. Lord, you see the places in me that never show on the surface. the quiet wounds I rarely speak of, the moments that left a mark, the heaviness tucked inside the hidden corners of my heart. You see the memories that still sting, the disappointments I try to move past, the hurt that rises when everything grows quiet. Nothing is hidden from you, and nothing is too small for your care. There are tender places in me, Lord, moments where trust was broken, tension in relationships I don't know how to repair, grief that lingers even when I think I've moved forward, the kind of pain that stays silent yet changes the way I breathe. I bring all of that to you, not to reopen old wounds, but to let your healing reach what I cannot change on my own. Touch the places that ache. Touch the parts of me I've guarded for years. Touch the wounds I've learned to work around. I need your gentleness there, Lord. The kind that doesn't rush, doesn't push, doesn't shame. The kind that meets me softly right where the pain still lives. Let your presence become the balm that settles over every fractured place. Heal the hurt that came from harsh words. Heal the loneliness beneath my smile. Heal the fear of being let down again. Heal the frustration of feeling unseen or misunderstood. Heal the memories that replay without invitation. Let your love move through every wound, every scar, every place that feels unfinished inside me. Remind me that I'm never too broken for you. Remind me that you draw near to the brokenhearted. Remind me that healing doesn't have to be rushed. It only needs to be surrendered. Wrap me in comfort that feels safe and steady, a comfort that holds rather than exposes. Let me feel you near, patient and kind, restoring me little by little. Lord, mend what still hurts in silence. Bring light to the dim places. Bring peace to the areas of tension. Bring restoration to what has felt out of reach. Let your gentle hands do what time and effort never could. I trust you with my heart, even the tender parts, because you heal with kindness and you hold me with love. Jesus, you know the ways fear tries to rise in me. You know how it whispers in the quiet moments, how it paints worst-case pictures in my mind, how it pulls me into the spiral of endless what-ifs. Fear can be loud, Lord. It gets ahead of my thoughts. It tightens my chest. It makes the path in front of me look darker than it truly is. But you remain steady. You remain calm. You are the truth that cuts through everything fear tries to build. I don't want to live inside imagined disasters. I don't want to prepare for pain that hasn't happened. I don't want to keep bracing for things that may never come. So I ask you, Jesus, quiet the thoughts that rise out of fear. Bring them down before they settle in my mind. Let your voice be stronger than the lies. Let your presence feel nearer than the panic. Let your truth stand taller than every shadow fear tries to throw across my day. You know the places where fear grips me most, the unknowns, the future, the moments I can't control. You know the memories that still carry a sting. You know the disappointments that make me hesitate to hope again. I place all of that before you, Jesus. I refuse to bow to fear. I refuse to let it shape my decisions. I refuse to let it tell the story of my day. Replace fear with faith. Replace worry with confidence in your care. Replace the loudness of doubt with the quiet steadiness of your presence. Remind me that faith rises higher than fear every single time. Not because I'm strong, but because you are. When my heart speeds up, steady me. When my thoughts race, slow them. When fear tries to speak first, help me lean toward your peace instead. Jesus, I choose courage today. Not the bold kind, not the flawless kind, but the kind that trusts you more than the what-ifs. the kind that believes you go before me, the kind that remembers you are my safety, my truth, my calm in every moment. I step into this day with faith growing stronger and fear losing its hold. Father, I come to you with the things I keep trying to control, the plans I grip too tightly, the expectations I stack on my own shoulders, the outcomes I attempt to manage even when I know they're beyond me. You know how easily my mind leans into worry, how quickly I imagine possibilities I cannot predict, how often I try to oversee what was never mine to carry. I don't want to live that way anymore. I want to trust you, deeply, quietly, fully. There are parts of my life I've been steering in my own strength, situations I replay again and again, dreams I want shaped in a certain way, uncertainties that rise when I can't see what's next. Father, I set all of that before you. I yield my plans. I release my timelines. I surrender my expectations. I choose your will over my worry, because your way has never failed me, even when I didn't recognize it at first. Your wisdom reaches farther than my assumptions. Your vision stretches beyond my limited view. Your timing carries a kindness my rushing never can. Help me lean into that. Help me trust what you see more than what I fear. Help me rest in the truth that you are already working in places I cannot reach, shaping outcomes I cannot control. When my thoughts begin to spin, steady me. When doubt rises, anchor me. When I feel the urge to take everything back into my own hands, remind me that surrender isn't losing. It's stepping into the safety of your care. I don't need every detail to trust you. I just need to know you're here, and I do. You've carried me before. You'll carry me again. So, Father, I choose trust today. I choose to believe you lead with wisdom. I choose to believe you hold what I cannot. I choose to believe that your will is stronger, safer, and more beautiful than anything I could build on my own. Let that trust settle deep in my heart, calm my thoughts, and shape the way I walk through this day. I place every outcome in your hands, and I rest, knowing they're safer there than anywhere else. Holy Spirit, I welcome you into every part of this day. I don't want to move through the hours ahead in my own strength or through my own understanding. I need your presence with me, steady, gentle, constant. Go with me into every room, every task, every interaction. Let me sense your nearness in each step I take. Guide my thoughts when they begin to wander. Redirect me when I drift toward things that pull me away from peace. Warn me when I move toward something that isn't good for my heart. Steady me when emotions rise too quickly. Be the quiet voice that helps me pause, breathe, and choose wisely instead of reacting from fear or pressure. Give me sensitivity to your nudges, the subtle ones, the soft ones, the ones easy to miss when I move too fast. Help me slow down enough to notice when you're whispering to me. Help me recognize the gentle tug that says, wait, and the quiet push that says, go. I don't want to overlook the ways you're leading me. Teach me to move at your pace, not at the rush of my own thoughts. Holy Spirit, be my counselor today. Be my comfort when I feel overwhelmed. Be my clarity when confusion tries to cloud my mind. Be my strength when I feel stretched thin. Let your wisdom shape my decisions. Let your peace steady my reactions. Let your presence influence the way I walk through this day. And Lord, while I go about my responsibilities, my routines, and even the small moments that seem insignificant, remind me that none of it is too small for your guidance. Lead my words. Lead my listening. Lead the way I respond and the way I show care to others. Let your presence soften my heart and strengthen my steps. Holy Spirit, stay close to me. Move with me. Guide me gently. And let this day reflect not my own strength, but your quiet, faithful leading. Lord, I come to you with the parts of me that are tired, not only in my body, but deep in my soul. You see the places where I push too hard, where my pace outruns my peace, where I carry more than my heart was meant to hold. You know how quickly I slip into striving, into managing life on my own strength. I don't want to live from that rhythm anymore. I want to live from your rest, the kind that grows out of trusting you more than my own effort. Let my soul settle into your rest, not a rest that waits for life to quiet down, but a rest that enters the middle of everything, a rest that breathes peace into full schedules, a rest that reminds me I don't need to earn anything from you, a rest that whispers, God is working even when you can't see it. Help me release the habit of constantly doing, constantly thinking, constantly fixing. Ease the inner hurry. Lift the pressure to perform or to keep every detail in place. Let your rest soften the tight places within me and bring a gentle stillness to my thoughts. Rest is trust in motion, Lord. It's believing you're moving while I pause. It's knowing you're holding what I cannot. It's choosing peace over panic, surrender over striving, faith over fear. Teach me to walk in that kind of trust, steady, unhurried, rooted in you. As I move through this day, remind me that I'm supported in every moment. Remind me that I don't have to rush to prove anything. Remind me that I can slow down, breathe, and lean into your strength. Fill me with a quiet confidence that you are already ahead of me, already beside me, already working in ways I cannot see. Lord, let your rest rise within me. Let it steady my steps. Let it guide my pace. Let it carry me through the hours ahead with a heart that feels held, calm, and completely at peace in you. Jesus, I declare your peace over this day. Not a fragile peace that depends on circumstances, but a steady peace that comes from knowing you reign over every moment ahead of me. I choose to walk in that peace now. I let it cover my thoughts, calm my emotions, and steady my steps. Let your presence shape the atmosphere around me wherever I go. I declare confidence over my heart, not confidence in myself, but confidence in you. Confidence that you go before me. Confidence that you stand beside me. Confidence that nothing I face today rises above your strength or slips beyond your care. Let that truth settle deep within me and rise higher than any worry trying to pull me off center. I declare clarity over my mind. I will not be pushed around by confusion or doubt. I will not let fear rush my decisions or steal my focus. I choose to move with intention, with wisdom, with a sound mind anchored in your peace. I believe you are guiding me in the seen and unseen, in the small moments and the significant ones, even in the places where I'm still waiting for answers. I step into this day, covered, strengthened, and guided, covered by your mercy, strengthened by your presence, guided by your spirit. I refuse to carry yesterday's weight into today. I refuse to give fear a voice that doesn't belong to it. I refuse to walk through this day as if I'm alone, because I'm not. You reign over my steps. You reign over my thoughts. You reign over every moment that unfolds. Jesus, I walk in peace because you are my foundation. I walk in confidence because you are my strength. I walk in clarity because you are my light. Let this day reflect the truth of who you are, steady, faithful, sovereign, and near. I declare this day belongs to you. And because you go with me, I move forward with quiet strength and a peaceful heart. And now, Lord, with this time of prayer coming to a gentle close, I lift every listener into your loving care. Let the peace they've received here move with them into the hours ahead. Let your presence rest over their minds, steady their pace, and remind them they never walk through a single moment alone. Cover their homes with your goodness. Ease the worries that try to rise. Strengthen their hearts for everything this day brings. I pray over their families, their work, their choices, and even the quiet moments no one else sees. Meet them in those places, Lord. Guide them in those places. Let today carry subtle reminders of your love. Reminders that you are nearer than they imagine and faithful in ways far deeper than they can measure. If this prayer touched you today, I invite you to write a simple declaration in the comments. Jesus, I place my worries in your hands today. Let it be your agreement with God, your way of saying, I trust you with what I cannot control. If this brought you peace, take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need a quiet moment with God this morning. We're growing a community of prayer, a place where hearts are lifted, burdens are shared, and faith grows a little stronger each day. I'm grateful you're here, and I look forward to praying with you again tomorrow. May the Lord bless you, keep you, and surround you with his peace as you step into this new day.